So the silver and gold chart have actually broken to the downside. And it's really interesting to see what's happening right now. So we didn't get the break to the upside, we got a break to the downside. If you remember yesterday's video, I was saying that we could get a break up, but this could easily break down as well too. So we need to wait for the breakout, and it's actually broken down. The question about silver and gold is are we about to get ready for a silver and gold crash? Or is something else happening behind the scenes? Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, welcome to another edition of Johnny's Update. Hope you guys are well. Please hit the subscribe button, bell buttons, like buttons, and all that sort of stuff. And give me, put in silver and gold rocks. Silver and gold rocks in the comments below if you enjoy these updates. So what we're looking at right now is we're looking at silver and gold, obviously. And the really interesting thing about we see with silver and gold is we've continued this sideways movement. Now, I really thought this is where we never trade based on what we think is going to happen. We always trade based on confirmation. Based on confirmation. So we can see that we have this sideways movement here, but did we get the breakout? We didn't, did we? And that's why I was saying that we need to see a break up and out, up and down, up and down, but we didn't. We got to flush down. So the question is about silver is this it for silver? Is silver just going to pull back strongly and that's it? Have we seen the top in silver and that's it? Well, this is where I always believe that we wait for a really, and this is something that I really am, it's all about waiting for confirmation. I see a lot of people that are traded silver and gold and they just jumped in thinking that they know it's going to keep going higher. And I didn't. Now I'm long-term silver, yes, but for a trading purposes, hopping in for maybe for a day or two, or for a week or two, maybe even for a few months or two, I can see that it just wasn't the time yet for me to do that. I was waiting for, and as I talked about in yesterday's video and the day before, or the update before, I was looking for that myself. So we can see silver has actually dropped out. Now, what's really going on with silver? If you are focused on this alone, oh my goodness, silver dropped down. Here's a really interesting thing with silver. If I bring up the 1 year view, firstly, big booming market. If I bring on my trend lines, this is all that's happening. Actually, you know what? Let me bring on just the candlestick chart here, so we can just get a really good understanding of what the market is telling us, and we can go from there. So as you can see, silver had a big flush down today. Silver and gold crash or something else. I actually think it's likely to be something else. I think this dip that we're seeing right now is a bit of a flush out because we have been high. And then I think, well, I don't know for sure, but I think we're likely to start to see a turnaround into the upside. Maybe not straight away, guys. We may continue to see a bit more of a flush down to this actual support level here. Now, the 50% Fibonacci level, which is let me actually bring this chart up here. Actually, you know what? Let me just use this chart here. In the past, silver and gold have loved to use the 50% Fibonacci levels in the past. So if I go to this low point down here, and I go to this high point, low to high, you can see how it didn't even retrace 50% and then we rallied up. If I go to this high point through here, this low point here, before we had this move up through to here, as you can see, and look at this here, we didn't even retrace 50% level there. So this last low point here and the high point, let me open this chart up once again, and we go to this absolute high point, you can see what actually has happened in the past. So from the low point to the high point, we came down to the 50% level, as you can see, and then we have rallied to the upside. So the thing about what we're looking at right now, guys, is we're looking at that we're just seeing a bit of a flush down. What you would be worried about with silver is that now long-term, guys, I'm bullish long-term silver for the next 2 years, 2, 3, 4 years, okay? But in the interim over the next 12 months, we're going to get a lot of volatility up and down and so on and so forth. Make sense? So it's nothing ever goes straight up. And that's why if you're trading the market, not just investing and holding for many years. Now, if you are holding for many years to come and you're freaking out about a short-term move, don't do that, okay? That's what happens in markets, flush downs and so on and so forth. I believe we're likely to see a $50 plus silver in the next couple of years. But in the meantime, we're going to get flush downs and flush ups and, flushes. So we can see that that's what's happening here. We had a bit of a flush down and we're right getting towards this support level and we're still above the 50% level. So as long as we stay above the 50% and my long-term trend line, we're still in a big bull market. Look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart is what I like to call with my private clients. And by the way, I had a coaching session with my private clients today. I'm so proud of them. They are absolutely crushed it. They're on a trade right now. Amazing trade, well in the profit. Just amazing trade that they're in right now. And I'm so proud of them. So for all you guys that were actually on the coaching call today, private clients, well done guys. We're all in the same trade and just well done. But we can see we had this roll up and then a bit of a pullback. So I truly believe that even if we do get a bit more of a downward movement, we're likely to start to see a bit of a move back to the upside. So looking at gold now, and as you guys would know with gold, look what happened with gold. Gold did what? Pretty much nothing, right? Like if you really look at gold if you're looking at gold like this, like, oh my goodness, it flushed down, blah, blah, blah. But if I'm looking at the last 3 months, it's not really nothing, is it? Like this is just a down bar here and it's still stuck in this overall sideways range here. So nothing really has changed much and yet. Is that the correct grammar? Nothing has changed much and yet. Well, I say much, nothing has changed much because nothing has changed just apart from just a little down bar. And yet, because we actually may continue down from here even more. But this may be a little bit of a flush out. Now, if we do hold here and then start to rally out, and if you watched my last couple of updates, I talked about this being a potential false breakout out of this overall channel period here. And we're still coming down through this level through here. We still have this overall, look at where we are right now, still at this overall level of support. So if we hold here and then get back into the channel after holding here, that'd be very, very powerful. Because not only did we hold and then break up, but now we had a bit of a flush down. And then if it holds here, now I'm not saying it's going to, guys, I don't know what's going to happen. But the if scenario is that if we do hold here and then we get back above this channel, oh my goodness, that's going to be really, really powerful through there. And then we're probably likely to start to see a nice big bull run back up to probably 2200. Now that may not happen, guys. So don't be going out there and placing a trade based on what I just said there, because we may be getting ready for a start of a down move. Now, just like I mentioned, and by the way, guys, that free trading course I'm giving away right now, I've got 2 or 3 videos teach you things about reading charts and a couple of trading systems in there that's going to really help you in understanding how to read the markets, just like I'm teaching you right now. But if I'm looking at the 50% Fibonacci levels here, you can see from the low point to the high point, look what happened here with gold as well too. Gold came right down to where? Smack bang, right on the 50%, and that was it. High, down to the 50% level, and now we're holding the 50% level where we are right now. Makes sense? So there actually may be another trend line coming down through here somewhere. Let me see if I can. I'm just doing this on the spot, by the way, guys. You know what? No, I'm not going to use that channel. I'm not going to use it because this one here is the most relevant, valid one that I can use. So as we can see, that we're still not here. So silver and gold crash or something else. I believe, just by looking at this, and once again looking at the weekly chart, which I call the master time frame, we're in a big bull market, guys. And if I look at my big bull market, look where we are right now on the longer term weekly charts. We're still where? We're still just at the top of this channel, aren't we? Notice how this entire time, this trend line, resistance all through here, all resistance and the resistance and the resistance, support and support. So this is that long-term trend line, right? That long-term weekly trend line. Look where we are right now holding there. So if I go back to my daily chart, absolute long-term massive channel, as you can see, through there, and let me just delete this off the screen. Now we're holding here. If we hold and we continue up, then guess what? And we bring this other channel. So I'm going to take this, that's the massive long-term weekly channel that I just got there. Now I'm going to go into more of a short-term channel. This is the long-term channel on gold, okay? long-term channel, we're holding here. If we actually break back in, in here, then we could see a bit of a move to the downside. But you can see how it's really holding where we are right now. So this is the long-term weekly channel, and then I'm going to flip it over from an absolute long-term basis to more of a short-term basis, and this is that short-term channel we're in right now. So as you can see, we're flipping between the two different channels. And so you can see what's happening through there. And the reason why I'm flipping between channels is because this last 6 months, this has been the recent channel. Let me take the Fibonacci level off so we can make it a bit more clearer. This has been the recent channel that we've actually been in, and it's probably through there somewhere, just to make sure it's definitely on par. And you can see what's happening here. So guys, once again, if we do hold here and we start to rally back above the 2000 level and get back above this channel, it's going to be a very, very, very powerful move. So guys, if you enjoyed today's video, then make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, click the like button, and make sure you grab the free trading course, guys. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this free trading course up, but I am going to go back and start charging for it again. So guys, if you want some help, then grab that free trading course. It literally is free, and you'll be able to get instant access to the very first training on the first page after registering for the free trading course. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this update, guys. Silver and gold crash? No, I don't think so. We may see a bit more downward side, but long term, guys, I think we're likely to scoop back up and start to see a nice move up. But on the short term, we may get a little bit of short term movement. On gold, once again, let's see what actually happens through here. If we get back above the 2000 from here, then we're likely to see another big move to the upside.